Hello and welcome to Two Old Ladies That Bet and Stuff, where we make sports betting fun and easy. Our goal here is to give you a proven sports betting strategy with little investment, and I think we have found that for you. If you guys are following the EPA modeling for the WNBA, you would know right now that we went, 17-2-1 yesterday. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but we do bet all of the games. We do 5 plays on each of those games. And we are currently winning, and that's what we're doing. Is we're trying to give you a consistent, betting strategy. Unfortunately, here, we were not live yesterday, so this is why it is really important for you to get your own WNBA Hot Sheet. You can get it at patreon.com/EPA Sports. It's only $1 per post, and I don't know if you could go 17-1. I think it's definitely worth your money. I'm just going to say that right now. All right, but we got the mastermind here, ready for you. He's going to be live right now. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Yo.
I just want
17-2-1. 17-2-1. That was bat shit crazy watching the scoreboard yesterday.
Wasn't it? It was pretty crazy, right?
Well, especially because it started 2-2. Right? We're 3-2 with the Phoenix thermometers playing the New York Liberty. Right. And it's 3-2 is a nice start. Don't get me wrong. We'll take 3-2s all freaking day.
Well, yeah. And all we're doing is wanting to come out a little bit ahead every time. And then suddenly here comes the crushing of the century via the EPA Hot Sheet.
Yeah, because for folks listening, the EPA Hot Sheets, they're not designed for you to tail. Okay, they're designed to add to your due diligence. It's there to try to make your modeling you do stronger. But it went, holy shit. It was just after that Phoenix game goes 5-0. So we're on a 5-game winning streak. Then Vegas and Dallas, right? Dallas comes up and that goes 5-0.
Right.
And Dallas tried to screw us. Holy shit. I'm like, this is a lock over for Dallas. And then they decide to do a typical, WNBA fourth quarter and let's score 7. Oh my God. I think, what was the total on that? 83.5 we had to be over.
Oh, well, let's see. What was that?
They sat
over 80.5. Yeah.
They sat on 76 for a fucking hour.
It seemed like it, right?
Oh my God. And then bam, Vegas gives them a couple of compensatory layups at the end, and everything goes over, and it was awesome. And then even in that last game, we got the push on the game total,
right?
In the model, but if you waited, you were at 168.5, and by the time I bet it, I was at 168, so that was actually a winner. I just didn't have time. Yeah. We only count, and for those listening, our record in the EPA is against the opening lines. That's the only fair way. That's the only fair way to do it. I can't go, well, it opened at 169 and closed at 168, so that was a win. No, it wasn't. Not in the model. So
because some folks are out there when they get their hot sheet, because you put it out for the overnight, right? You put it out for, hey, the lines are coming, so pick them up. So you can't fault, like you said, someone that got it at 169 compared to those that maybe got it at a later time. So I appreciate the honesty there with your system.
Right. Well, and again, we're not trying to win with it; we're trying to learn with it.
Sure.
Right. And so I personally have the EPA numbers, but I also have an alternate betting strategy for myself that I don't give out using the numbers that I found inside the EPA. Right. That's what it's for, right? It's to get you sharper. But right now it's also we're 3.5 weeks into betting it, and the EPA is 142 and 102. It's 58.1%. It's absolutely.
A lot of folks probably wouldn't believe that it's up 40 units there. 40 wins.
Yeah. 40 units. Something, let me, I've been getting a lot of questions about how I bet, because I came into sports betting and I did not do what a lot of people do. I didn't listen to jack shit. Okay. I don't listen to what anybody says because I think most of the information out there is what books have been peddling. Sports books have all the information. So when people are talking about units, I don't bet a flat unit. I bet a percentage of my bankroll based on the probability of winning and losing by sport. Okay, so at the start of the WNBA EPA, I was at 50-1. That's kind of like my safe number that I go with.
Right. So you take your bankroll, divide it by 50, and whatever you come up with, that was what you were betting out of your 5 plays per WNBA game.
Right. So I got
it down for everyone.
Yeah, I got $5,000, and so 5 grand divided by 50. My bets are $100, right? And if I lose money, let's say I drop down, then my bet goes from 100 down to a smaller number. Now, if that 5 grand grows overnight because I win, then I divide that new number. Let's say for whatever reason, my bankroll goes from $5,000 to $10,000 overnight. Then my bet is going to go from 100 to 200.
Right.
As I win money, my bet goes up. I am taking the money the sports book is giving me and leveraging it against them. I am not here for beer money or car payments. I have one goal in the numbers is to freaking kill those guys. And the only way you can do it is compounding betting. And with the WNBA, now after 3 weeks, I recalculated everything. I found that my betting strategy in a 28 bet moving average, only one time in 21 days did I fall below 500. So I expect one of the next 21 days to be below 500, but the other 20 days are averaging 64%. Right. So that's why I'm at 128. So yeah, yesterday there was 16 bets out there. I had more than half of my entire bankroll on the WNBA yesterday.
Yeah, and then crushed it.
Right, and it turned out well, and that's the way it goes. But it is that's my methodology. I don't believe in flat number betting. I believe in taking the money you win and using it against them because I believe in the strategy. I've run the numbers, and I believe in the strategy that I have, not only in the EPA but outside the EPA.
Right.
So,
and like you said, you do this differently for the NBA, NHL, NFL. I know that you have different, your unit or your ratio bet, right? Yeah. Is different.
Well, it's not unit betting, it's ratio betting. It's a percentage of your, so when I changed over my strategy on Saturday, the ratio, when I went 1 to 128, it was 250, right? And then it won some money. So on Sunday it was 280, right? And that was really good. And then it bumped out, and then yesterday was awesome, and now I'm at 380.
Right.
That's how much my bet changed in 24 hours because the winnings jacked up the bankroll. Right. So yesterday, I'm at 280 a game or a bet. And today we got 4 bets and I got 380, 128 on each play. So am I setting myself up to get smacked a couple times? Yes. But the numbers say long run, I am going to kill these son of a bitches by betting this way and keeping with the strategy.
Awesome. All right. So we just have one game today, right?
Yeah, we got what do we got? We got the Seattle Doldrums. I don't know why they call them the Storm. They don't have storms there. It's like 50 Shades of Gray. Seattle, 50 Shades of Gray. Versus the Connecticut Sun.
I feel like that's why all the serial killers live in Seattle. It's the case of the Blues there. Not enough sun.
Ted Bundy was a Husky, all right. So our EPA, let's start with the side. Now, just so everybody listening, the sides are the weakest part of the EPA so far. We're 56 games into betting. EPA sides are 26-30. So use those sides if they match your calculations. If you're tailing, it's okay to drop them. It's okay not to bet the sides because they haven't been making money. but they're there for your due diligence. The line, well, since we started talking, it opened at Connecticut -9. I'm looking at -10.5 on Draft Queens, and yeah, but the model is at -12.1. Really likes Connecticut. Connecticut on paper has been playing really good basketball, home and the road. And Seattle is pretty Jekyll and Hyde. We know they can put up 42.25. They can also put up 2.25. They are probably in the numbers the most piss you off team in the WNBA. Besides Hawkins. Hawkins doesn't make her fucking free throws. Make your free throws, Hawkins, so we can cover.
Right. So, that's twice that she's not made those 2 free throws. That's burned us in the end. From
killing us, Hawkins. I'm not voting you for the freaking WNBA All-Star team ever. The WNBA all screw my wager team, but not no free throw shooting contest. The game total, we're at 166. It opened at 165. The model is at 168. Tight lines, folks, but we're over 166. I don't see it moving above 168 to be under it. First half, the total right now in the first half is 84. We're sitting at 89, so we're over on the first half total. And the teams, we're over on both of those as well. Right. Connecticut's, you know, I'm starting to track the halves. I know you don't have this, Mindy. Right. But this is going to get me off on another tangent here real quick. Data collection. Okay. If you're running a model, if you're buying picks from somebody, if you are doing anything that's related to data, and you have a model, you need to be tracking everything. Look, we don't bet first half totals by team. But guess what? I'm going to start tracking it because it's there. Right. When we first started WNBA 3.5 weeks ago, I wasn't betting first half, but I was tracking it. And then it told me that, you know, I'm hitting 66% of the first half totals with the EPA. Now I'm betting it. So anybody out there that has a betting strategy that's not keeping track of every bit of data on the bets they make and the bets they could make are just doing it wrong. You are missing it. So I'm not saying bet these games, but we're over Connecticut first half, over 44.5. We're over the Seattle Doldrums 38.5 in the first half. I'm going to back test this 4 weeks and see where we're at. If I can find value in it, because the more bets we have, the more we reduce our risk, right? If we're hitting at 60% on 2 bets a day, that's a lot of risk. Okay. If we're hitting 60% on 10 bets a day, now we're diversifying our risk. It's mutual funds, right? We're you know, and so I believe to kill a book, you have to have a good strategy, a consistent one that doesn't dip, one that wins at a decent level, but produces a tremendous volume. Stick around with us, folks. Next NBA season, I'm going to drop 7,000 bets. And that is the only way I see how to kill these guys, is massive bet volume and consistently upping your average line wager with ratio wagering. So lastly, on the team props, tight. Connecticut, the model's at 90.1. Their overs at 88.5. I'm still betting it, but the variance is not big here. It's sitting on it. Oh, speaking of variance, you see the was there a game? There was a game. Was it yesterday? I think it ended yesterday. Wasn't it 90-83? And the EPA was 91-83.6. It was beautiful.
It was pretty close.
It was freaking beautiful. I love it when it hits the dead on. You just played the expected game after your last 3. The Seattle Storm. This is even tighter. The EPA is at 78.3. Seattle's at 77.5. Now, Seattle's the road team. And the EPA, I just said, what did I say? I said the spreads are cold, okay, in the EPA, 26 and 30. The road totals are freaking hot, absolutely hot. 41 and 15 since we started doing this 56 games ago. 41 and freaking 15 on road team game totals.
Right.
That's stupid, right? But it's all the same model. And that's what I love about the strategy. It doesn't have me think about it. And by the way, folks, if you don't want to play the spreads, I don't blame you, right? And let me tell you something. It makes the games a lot easier to watch when you're not watching WNBA for spreads, because these ladies, they will make you pull your hair out when it comes to spreads and trying to cover totals in the fourth quarter.
That's right. Sometimes it's just easier to root for points. So
Oh,
today,
yeah.
I'm rooting for points. I'm
Today
taking these
we just
over.
want buckets, right? We just want buckets. We want tons of buckets, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Just we want 50 to 50 at halftime. We don't care who's winning. We don't care about the spread. None of that stuff, right? If you're not playing a side. So that's where we're at. It's another over day. Overs hit really good yesterday. The two unders that the EPA nailed yesterday, under Las Vegas 90.5, and under the Las Vegas Dallas total, under 169. So it was solid when the unders popped yesterday as well. So that's a preview for our one game today. Remember, if you want to sign up, it's about 50 cents a day to get these things. If you've been buying them for the last 25 days, you're 142 and 102.
Yeah, that's not.
I know that's not the best out there in the WNBA, but I don't know what is. I do know that's probably hella good if you're doing it for fun.
That is for sure. And that's what I'm saying. It's a little expense. It's like a little bit of juice to your bankroll, right? So we're paying this 50 cents or $1 for me to go 17, 2, and 1 yesterday. Right. I mean, it makes total sense. I like your strategy. I've always felt comfortable with it. Again, I have my own modeling. This modeling jives with mine. I love the sun today. So yeah, I'll play the sun, right? I mean, it's just kind of one of those, like, how it's working and how it's going to go. But again, I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate you explaining it. And again, there's more good things to come. But, you don't want to miss out on yesterday. I mean, we didn't have a show because you're a busy guy. And a lot of folks missed out. We don't want you to miss out again. So make sure you get on there to patreon.com/EPA Sports. Only $1 to sign up. Just click it. Do it.
Yeah, well, and plus we'll just keep doing these videos, and I'll try to drop as much information as I can. Also, if you have questions about what the hell it is that we're doing, how we're doing it, if I didn't explain something well, make a comment below. I will answer all of them in future videos. Every single one. I'm not here to just dump data on you. I'm here to help you be a smarter sports bettor, because to me, a smarter sports bettor wins a little bit more, and winning's awful damn fun.
That's right. And I just kind of remember you always talking about tracking a lot. Once I started doing that, especially with Major League Baseball, that really helped me out. It was one of those that I'm always like, I'm kind of just too busy at this. Oh, it's good enough. Oh, I have always heard that I never bet higher than minus 150 odds. And then I suddenly look, and everything that is minus 160 was about 17 and 2. So obviously there are places that you can find wins out there if you track your bets. And again, I appreciate your insight to all of this, making us all betters. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Track that data, folks. Track that data. The best example I can use, the most recent one, is this week. I've been tracking the hell out of this WNBA data. I came up with a second strategy for my personal betting, the WNBA, and it is on a 29-11 run since Saturday.
Right.
Only because I tracked the data. If I didn't track the data, I would have missed it. Right. So whether you're tracking the data or you're relying on somebody, if you want to be a better sports bettor, track everything. Even if you're not betting it, track it. Try to find a pattern that you can take advantage of to beat these guys. That's what I do.
Exactly. Well, cool, Dave. Thanks. I'm sure we'll see you back. We only got a couple more days here before the All-Star break. Dave, you get a couple days off. Can you believe it?
Dude, I don't want days off right now. We're on a heater.
Right. That is true. All right. Well, maybe we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks again.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's going to be pretty easy stuff. Like I said, he has helped me become a better professional bettor. That's what I do. That's my deal here. So make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe click on the bell so you get the latest notifications so you never miss out when we're going live. You can also catch Ramon and I on the morning show where we go over all of the professional card of the day, Major League Baseball, and of course some of the WNBA. Thanks again for watching. You can always find us at tooledladiesupbet.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Reddit. Also follow at EPA Sports. They can also give you some additional insight on what's happening in the betting world. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.